So, yeah, for those who remember, a while back I used to do a lot of videos doing non-comic lineups featuring cartoon characters, anime, video game, etc. On comic book teams. Well, today I want to bring that back, but what characters would be part of the G.I. Joes? Like, what if G.I. Joe and Cobra recruited characters, other characters outside of their universe? And I figured, they kind of do that. They're trying to do that with the Bionic Man crossover coming up. They kind of did that with Street Fighter. And a few other times. So why not, right? And also, I'm going to exclude comic characters, as if I included comic book characters into this, I'd be here. So I'm just gonna list off cartoon, anime, and video game characters that I think would join Cobra. Why am I doing Cobra first? Because I like villains. Anyway, so let's get this started. So what characters would join Cobra? Who would join Cobra? Junko Inoshima. I'm still trying to get into the anime, which I still cannot pronounce, but if you know the anime from Drango... Oh, I can never pronounce that anime's name. But if you know Junko Inoshima's, the anime she's from, then she would definitely join Cobra, because she's all about despair and chaos, and that's two things that Cobra does in droves. I can actually imagine her sitting on the armchair of Cobra Commander's throne while he's plotting to himself and going, Kamakura, Kamakura, let's kill fucking everybody! No, really, I think she would just join Cobra on the grounds of, I get to watch a whole bunch of people die and see a bunch of despair? Fuck yeah! In terms of other characters, Ada Wong might be roped into it. Definitely Albert Wesker. Wesker would definitely join Cobra. I think Cobra would give Wesker a lot to work with. I think he would get, he would have fun, he would have access to technology and resources to allow him to further extend the T-Virus. And let's face it, Cobra would definitely use a fucking bioweapon like the T-Virus. Let's not kid ourselves. We all know Cobra Commander would honestly, would definitely want to have Wesker on their side. Yeah, Wesker definitely would definitely work for Cobra. In terms of other characters, I would say Demona as well. And you may be thinking, well, Demona is out of her goddamn mind and she hates all humans. Why would she agree to join the Cobra organization? Mostly because they would, like I said with Wesker, Demona would have access to different technology and more advanced technology instead of just scraping around and now at this point stealing from everything in terms of the show, because once she had that alliance with Xanatos, then she lost it, now she's kind of on her own, and now with Cobra, she would be able to be like, hey, I'm going to be able to have access to weaponry, and in turn, she could teach Cobra how to combat, they would be able to combat the Joes with sorcery. A lot of people seem to forget that Demona is like a mixture of science and sorcery. So, yeah. But make no mistake, Demona would not be enjoying the Alliance. She'd be plotting to kill them all. Another one who might be plotting to kill them, but at the same time be willing to work with them, Thalog, Goliath's clone. Yeah, definitely Thalog would be, working with them on the same grounds. In terms of other characters that would join them, you'd think I would add Draken and Shigo from Kim Possible. Honestly, I don't think they would go for it, because I think even they would be like, dude, I think Cobra Commander's a little too intense for us. He's a little too extreme. Shredder, the Foot Clan, the entirety of the Foot Clan would ally themselves with Cobra in a heartbeat. Again, access to weaponry, and in turn, Cobra gets another ninja clan under them, because half the Arashikage work for Storm Shadow, so having both the Arashikage and the and the Foot Clan, yeah. But I'm pretty sure, Shredder would have to be constantly kept in line. Same goes with the Decepticons, although I think they would be more like ally than absorbed into Cobra. Mostly because no one tells Megatron what to do, and I'm pretty sure Cobra Commander would not be stupid enough to think that he could control Megatron. So if anything, it would be more like an alliance between the Decepticons and the and Cobra. But then again, that's what we've always had in those crossovers. Anyway, so in terms of other characters, I would say Roberta from Black Lagoon, but not by choice. They would probably hold, Garcia at gunpoint and be like, okay, this is what we want, the Bloodhound, and this is what you're going to do for us, or we're going to put a bullet in your master's head. Yeah, so having the Bloodhound of Florencia as one of their top assassins. That would also go, I would even say, as far as Hotel Moscow would also be willing to work with Cobra. Because I think even Bella would go, I am not fucking with Cobra. I'm not fucking with Cobra Commander, both in that sense and not in the literal sense. So, yeah, I think, yeah, even the Lagoon, all of if Cobra marched into Roanapur, they would take over that fucking city in a heartbeat. They would just take it over and make it their, little hidey hole for all their weapons, their training, and to have just a cash pile of assassins at their call. That would be a great festering ground, because there's no real government there. So honestly, if Cobra ever wanted to go underground, they could just hide in Roanapur and, and just, lick their wounds and have diplomatic immunity if they took control of it. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, you think people would go, I know what you're thinking, well, Revy wouldn't agree with this. Revy wouldn't agree with it until she saw the number of zeros on the checks Cobra Commander would be writing for, the Lagoon Company. Yeah, the moment she sees all those zeros, she'd be going, Hail Cobra! Anywho, in terms of other characters, I could see a lot of the other Kim Possible villains working for Cobra. Monkey Fist, Dr. Dementor, Senior, and his son, Senior Jr. Yeah, all the other Kim Possible villains, they would be a lot more willing to go, yeah, we can roll with Cobra. We can roll with Cobra. A lot of the Danny Phantom villains, Vlad would definitely join in on them. Vlad, Skulker, I would say, yeah, Skulker as long as he got prey to hunt. There would also be no way that Cobra would allow, if Cobra had access to a ghost portal, they would make sure that they were the only ones with access to a ghost portal. And also, they would be picking apart Danny to see what makes him tick. Because ghost troopers, motherfuckers, ghost troopers. Let's face it, that's what he would do. He would honestly pick apart Danny Phantom, and then Cobra Commander would have ghost soldiers. Could you imagine that? That'd be terrifying as all fuck. Anywho, so in terms of other characters I could see working on the side of Cobra, man, there's just so many. Like, so many would join on that side. So many would be working. Toffee, maybe. Because maybe he would see... I would say Toffee, because I think he would see that Cobra Commander is, like, legit. Like, Cobra Commander and everything about Cobra is a legit organization that he could get some help from, He could have access to new weapons, he could have access to an army that could back him up if he ever wanted to. But he can't since he's dead, but in the context that if he were alive, I would say Toffee may go Cobra. Although admittedly, I don't think he'd wear a Cobra uniform. If anything, he would just have like a little button on his suit that had the Cobra emblem on it. And just be like, this is as far as I'm going in form of a uniform. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, so, who else would join? Because I've really talked about the major ones who would unite with, who would really want to unite with Cobra. So I think I've really talked about the big ones, so you guys tell me in the comments below, who do you think, what characters from video games, cartoons, and anime, video games, cartoons, and anime would join Cobra? Just comment below, let me know. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.